Hello, in this video, I will explain to you on how to solve this problem. Okay, let's read the problem first. Only two horizontal forces act on 3 kilogram body that can move over a frictionless floor. One force is 9 Newton acting due east and the other is 8 Newton acting 62 degrees north of west. What is the magnitude of the body's acceleration? Okay, let's write what's known from the problem here. The mass of the body here is 3 kilogram. However, we have some complicated things here that we still need to draw, right? Remember, for every physics problem, we need to draw the illustration to get understanding about the situation in details. Okay, let's draw the situation here. And I will draw this body here as a circle like this. So we have the mass here is 3 kilogram. So we have 3 kilogram. And then we are given a force acting due east. Okay, so we have to know which one is north, which one is south, which one is west, and which one is east. So usually in the map, north is up, right? So why don't just follow that? So this one will be our north, and then the opposite of north is south. Okay, south, and then to the left will be west, right? It is in the compass, looks like this, right? And to the right we will have east here. But we are working on a physics problem. We need the x and y axis. So let's assume that our east here is the x positive axis. And the north is the y positive axis. Good. And now we have to work on this problem here. One force is 9 Newton. So we will have 9 Newton here acting due east. Okay, so we have this force here. Let's name this one is F1, and that will be 9 Newton. Good. The green force here. And the second force will be, the other force is 8 Newton north of west. Okay, west is here. So we need to get 62 degrees north of it. So we will have this like some angle here which is 62 degrees, and the force acting there like this, right? So we will have our F2 here, F2, and that will be 8 Newton, right? So we'll have 8 Newton. Okay, now we need to project this F2 into the axis, right? Because we need to do that because we need to write it in the unit vector notation. Okay, let's do exactly that. So we can project this F2 to the x-axis here. So we'll have F2 on the x direction. So we'll have F2x. And that will equal to, I think we'll have F2. And because this is the adjacent side and this is the hypotenuse, we will have cosine here. Cosine theta. And what is theta? 62 degrees. Good. And then what else? I will have this here. We can also project this force into y-axis. So we will have F2 on the y direction here. That will be F2, but this time multiplied by sine theta, because that is the opposite, right? So we'll have opposite here, and then hypotenuse, and we put that into this y-axis. So I'll have sine 62 degrees. Good. Now, the force that work on this, on the y direction and x direction, can be calculated, right? So we will have the F on the x direction, that will be 9 Newton, and then minus I mean, maybe let's write it on F1 first. So I'll have F1 here because it's already on the X direction, and I will have F2 comma X like this. And so we will have this one here. Let's plug that in. F1 is 9 Newton. And then F2 on the X direction is F2. So I will have 8. And then cosine. And then we will have 62 degrees. So in the X direction, we will have, what is it? Let's use calculator. So we will have 9.8 cosine 62 degrees. Okay, so I'll have 5.244. 5.244. And that is on the X direction. And on the Y direction, Fy, and we only have this one here, which is F2 sine 62 degrees. But that will be, what is it? F2 is 8 and then sine 62 degrees. Okay, we'll have 7.064. 7.064. Okay, and the unit of both of that is Newton, but we can also write that in unit vector notation here. So I'll have the F acting on this, what is it, body is, let's write that. So I'll have 5.244 on the X direction. So I'll have I here, and then we will have plus 7.064 here on the J direction. Okay, but the question is not asking about the force, but it is asking about the acceleration. Okay, maybe now let's clean up our slide and go on to solve that. Okay, from our calculation, we get the force here. The net force is this one. So this one will be the net force, but we need to find out the acceleration. Remember the Newton's second law. So the net force here is equal to mass times acceleration. Okay, and we can isolate the acceleration here. So that will be our net force divided by the mass. Okay, let's plug that in. We will have 5.244 on the I direction, and then we will have 7.064 here on the J direction divided by 3, right? Because the mass here is 3 kilogram. Okay, so we will have our A here on the I direction. Maybe let's calculate that, right? We can just divide one by one. So I have 5.244 divided by 3. So we'll have 1.748. 1.748 on the I direction. Okay, and then plus, we will have 7.064 divided by 3 on the Y direction. Okay, good. So I will have 2.355. 2.355, yeah, 5 on the J direction. And the unit here will be in meter over second squared. However, we need to find out the magnitude of this acceleration. This is the vector of acceleration. We need to find out the magnitude of it, right? So we have A here. How to find the magnitude of the vector? We can just do the Pythagorean theorem. So we'll have this square, 1.748 square, and then plus this one here. So we'll have 2.355 and then square. Okay, now we can just plug that into calculator, right? Nothing that we can do else from that. So we will have this, and then 1.748 squared plus 2.355 squared, and then that will be our result. So we'll have 2.933 933, and the unit here will be meter over second squared. And I think that's all for this problem. We have this as our final answer. Thank you for watching. Let me know if I made any mistakes during my calculation. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.